What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Gerald from Bank of Gerald here with another video update. It's Friday, January the 21st, 8:21 a.m. And today we have a platform that we really have not talked about in a long time. And I'll be very transparent about why we haven't talked about this platform in a long time. And it has really no issue. It's no real problem with the platform. It was all my situation. All right. So I'm going to talk about Mido-Finance and why I haven't been talking about that. And then we're going to talk about where we are right now. Before I get started in Mido-Finance, which I know could be a new name for some of you, but for those of you that have been watching me for a while, you know that, or you might know some of the backstory that I have with Mido-Finance. I just want to remind everyone, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, and I am not your financial advisor. Just a dude on YouTube that's showing y'all how I'm cranking out that crypto in many different platforms, nothing more and nothing less. If you like this content, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And if you want to be notified about everything going on here at BOJ, make sure you hit the notification bell as well. Let's go ahead and get into it. Now, Mido-Finance, I'll just talk about it while I'm pulling the screen up. Mido-Finance has been around, I believe, since August of last year, if I'm not mistaken. And I got in as soon as I heard about it from Crypto Muscle. Actually, no, it wasn't from Crypto Muscle, but he does talk about this platform a lot. I think we got in around the same time. So some of you remember that I made a deposit. Of course, this is the back office here. Some of you guys remember that I made a deposit back in September on the 1st last year. And the plan that I picked was a 90-day plan that only accrued Monday through Friday, and I couldn't withdraw any of it until it was over. So as you're seeing now, I have earned 231% off that $993 deposit, and I've earned $2,300 in USDT. Now, I've gone this long without it. We've accrued that 90 days, and man, did it take forever, it felt like. And here's another reason why I really didn't do a whole lot of videos on this platform. Because the browser that I was using to do it was working way too hard to produce the website. I also have to use a VPN to access this site for whatever reason. That's okay. It's not my first time having to deal with that. But I just stayed out of it because it just took so much work just to even look at it. So then today I decided, you know what? I'm going to try Google Chrome for this one. I don't usually use Google Chrome, but I'm going to use Google Chrome for this one. All right? And the website seems to be working great with me doing that. I'm able to click on everything. You know, it tells me what my affiliate rewards have been throughout the last few months. People are still seeing my Mido-Finance videos or seeing my link. I still have my link up because this platform is still paying. You know, every time I watch Crypto Muscle do an update on this platform, I'm just like, man, I should have did a daily plan. All right, so let me just look at the plans here, and I'll show you guys what I did. All right. So, of course, I had this tether, so I'm going to just click on that just so I can see the next area, right? And I went to DeFi area, and I saw the bronze package here, 2.8 to 3%. Deposit term, 90 days. Principal withdrawal, yes. Accruals, yes. But I did not read this part that said profit and deposit return at the end of the cycle. And I went and did this just because of sheer percentage. I was like 2.8 to 3% from $1,000. I think before the minimum investment was a little bit lower. That's how I was able to get 993 into that plan. But the bronze was here, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna get that percentage. But I didn't realize it says the profit and deposit return at the end of the cycle as it pertains to DeFi area. Now, the crypto trading side, you can get anywhere from 0.7% to, looks like 2.2%, depending on how much you put in. Your skin in the game. But you have to read the fine print. You know, down here it says profit is available for withdrawal. The deposit is returned at the end of the cycle. So your profit you can take out every day. But your deposit isn't returned till the end of the cycle. So for this would be 67 days. So I want to remind everyone that, use me as an example. Read the fine print. Read the FAQ. Read it all, because it's worth doing. It's worth reading it, all right? So here's what I want to do. What I want to do is I want to start a new plan. And this is going to give me something else to talk about, some more videos to do. Because I really have not done any videos on this because I had nothing to pull out. I had nothing to really talk about other than the platform was still paying, which it is still paying, by the way. So I know I have 2,000 plus in USDT, and I want to find the plan that works for me. So I'm going to stay in this crypto trading one. The NFT one, I don't believe, it says 2% daily. There's still none available, looks like. So I'm going to stay out of that one. And it seems like it's been that way for the whole time. But crypto trading is the place I want to be, right? So even at the minimum one, the base levels, right? Monday through Friday accruals, minimum investment of $50, all right? $50, 0.7%, or anywhere from 0.8 to 1%, all right? Oh, okay, so you get to choose. So if it's 0.8, then minimum is 50, max is 500. If it's 1%, minimum is 500, max is just south of 1,000, 999. Deposit term is 27 days. All right? And it says profit is available for withdrawal. The deposit is returned at the end of the cycle. This minimum plan here can only be used once. So this is like an introductory plan. All right? You can only invest anywhere from $50 to $100. So I think that's a great place for people to start if you're a little bit skeptical. You're like, well, you know, Gerald, you've been talking about this or haven't been talking about this, and I don't know, you never want to put anything you're not willing to lose anyway. So I'm not telling anybody to just go ahead and jump in Mido-Finance. All I'm saying is what I plan on doing is something a little bit different. First of all, I'm going to read what the deposit says this time. I want to make sure I pay attention, all right? And a lot of these have different levels here. But what I want to do is I think I want to get into this advanced level here, right? It's a minimum of $1,000, maximum of $2,400. And I want to get into that. Now, I have a balance. And I want to be able to put in for my balance. So the balance is 2309. So if I click on this advanced plan, scroll down, 2309. That's a daily profit of $25 a day. I'm cool with that. Total profit of $3,248. And that is going to be in 37 days, Monday through Friday. So that's like maybe 7 weeks or so, a little less than 7 weeks. I'm cool with that. I've waited months for this joint. And I get to actually withdraw something every day. So that'll be good. So I want to go ahead and start that one and make that deposit. So I click make a deposit. And it says my deposit has been successfully created. Awesome. So of course, in the beginning, I had to click on one of these to be able to see the investment plan. All right. If you're adding new money, all you have to do is click on whichever payment processor you're adding. You go ahead and pick a plan, and you move on down, and you make a deposit that way. You want to put in what you're going to put in, how much Bitcoin. I believe this is based on the amount of Bitcoin, not the actual number like USD translation of Bitcoin, all right? So please be careful with that. But it should be able to tell you how much Bitcoin you have available in here, all right? So no withdrawals. I'm not going to do a withdrawal today. I'm going to leave that alone. Let's see, minimum is 0.001. Minimum 0.001. I have 0.0019. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and try this. Why not, right? Let's just see how the withdrawal structure is. Is it instant? Is it manual? And, of course, we can find that out in the 2FA. I mean, not 2FA, but the withdrawal has accepted. Wait for the confirmation by the administrator. Okay, so the administrator will go ahead and hopefully clear that. All right. Let's continue to look around because this is the first time I've ever been able to be in here and it moves so fast. All right. Obviously, my total deposits in USDT has risen. I have an active deposit in USDT of $2,309 right now. That is from the 900 and some odd dollars that I put in back in September on the 1st. One, for this platform to be around for this long and doing its thing, Telegram groups, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, chat box, everything that some of these platforms are missing, a whole trading tab where you can look at the trades that the platform is doing, all right? And it says, copying these transactions can lead to losses since there's a delay between actual orders and exchanges and a display on our website. So please don't try to think that you're, jipping the system trying to trade in Binance with some of these, trades that they're doing here that they're winning on, by the way. Let's show the last 20. Have they lost any in the last 20? No. All right, let's see the last 30. Have they lost any in the last 30? They lost 2 in the last 30. So that's a pretty good ratio there, and they're still trading. All right, I wonder if they have a bot at work or if they're just manually trading. Who knows? All right, let me see. They have a thing where you can download the presentation. So, you can click on that, and it'll bring up the Mido-Finance presentation for you. Talks about the team of professionals, IT specialists, blockchain developers. They talk about how they generate profit, investment proposal stuff, the different plans that they have, anywhere from 0.8% or the minimum 0.7% to the maximum, which is around 2 and 2.2%. You get the option to choose, but that's in the crypto trading. The second line of investment is the DeFi offers, where the profit and the deposit are returned at the end of the cycle. Ask me how I know. I know all about that. But it did happen to finish. The platform actually stayed around long enough, and that was part of one of the things I was thinking about. I was like, is this platform even going to stay around long enough to pay your boy? And they actually did, so I rewarded them and reinvested. The third investment is the NFT industry sale. This is just an example, but they have all this information right here. All right, affiliate program. Let's look at this real quick for all the link shares out there that might be interested in looking at what this entails. All right, it says, for partners who help the development of the company and attract new investors, the company has prepared a generous reward program. All right, and as you can see on this graph here, that all investors get paid 3 levels deep, right? 5% on the first level, 2% on the second, 1% on the third. Pretty standard, right? But as you start moving through the MF levels, what they're calling it, I'm not sure if they have a name for it, but it's called MF1, MF4, MF8, MF12, MF16. You're getting paid on mad levels deep. Hold on, let me back up. All right, so you get to MF1, and you've started getting paid on 4 levels deep. MF4, now you're getting paid on 5 levels deep, and some of your numbers are starting to increase, all right? MF8, you're getting paid 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 levels deep, all right? And so on and so on. MF12, you know what I'm saying? So does it have the qualifications to get there? Let's see, all right? So to reach these different ranks, right, you have to have a personal deposit, you have to have structured turnover, you have to have first line turnover, and the best line turnover. So I'm guessing whichever one of your lines is performing the best. All right. And it says, if you take an active part in the development of the company and want to earn much more, then you can fulfill the conditions of the career affiliate program, increase your status and receive both instant bonuses and receive increased income in the linear affiliate program, and increase the number of levels of the referral chain from which this income is accrued. All right, so MF1, all you have to do is have $150 of skin in the game, $2,000 of structured turnover, first line turnover $1,500. So structure, I believe, is the whole thing, right? Everybody under you is your structure turnover. Your first line are the people that you personally use your link. Then, of course, your best line, I believe, is the best performing line, right? And, of course, all the way through here, personal deposit, all the way up to MF9, you only have to have up to $1,800 in your personal active deposits, all right? Structured turnover of $150,000, first line turnover of $60,000, $90,000 on the best line, and you're going to get a bonus of $1,300. So every time you hit one of these, you get this bonus. You got a bonus of 40, 100, 150, 200, 500 on the MF6, 1,000 on the MF8. So let's go down, all right? Now we're talking about the big boys, all right? It says, to get the status of the career ladder, you need to fulfill simple conditions. For example, to obtain the MF1 status, you must have a personal deposit equivalent of $150, the total turnover of the affiliate structure in the amount of $2,000, of which $1,500 is the sum of the deposits on your first line partners, and $500 is the sum of partners of all other lines, right? So that's combined. As soon as you fulfill these conditions, you will immediately be assigned the career status of MF1. You will receive a reward of $40 in the platform balance available for withdrawal and start receiving direct referral rewards from partners up to the 4th tier, all right? So 4 levels deep. Now let's talk about this, how deep this thing gets, though, because it really starts, when you start talking about MF10 to MF18, we're talking about bigger skin in the game. We're talking about bigger structure turnover. Of course, they want to see who the leaders are, and the leaders are the ones that got skin in the game and have also built this thing out in their turnover. So 15 million in structured turnover get to MF18, 4 million in first line turnover, and the best line turnover is 11 million. They're going to give you a bonus of 50 grand at that level. So this is just what they're providing. It's looking like a long-term type of business model plan, because of course, to have a structured turnover of 15 million, that's going to take some time unless your network is popping. All right, so let's keep going. It says Mido-Finance is the world of the future. They have their social networks and stuff up there, certificate of incorporation, all that great stuff. Anybody want to look that up, you can look that up. They even have a button that says Trek registration. All right, so I just wanted to take a glance at that. But as you guys saw, we made a deposit in here. I talked about why I kind of stayed out of this platform, because it was a lot. The browser was really slow on Safari. It wasn't allowing me to see a lot of this stuff that I'm able to see right now at any type of rate that was acceptable. But I've always been seeing in my email that they're doing a whole bunch of webinars and different stuff like that all the time. So I was like, okay, this platform is doing some good. I just haven't figured it out for myself yet. So as you can see, I have put in an active deposit of $2,309. That's pretty much from what I earned in this plan, this DeFi area bronze plan that I started way back in September of last year and just finally cleared the other day. You guys know my links are in the bio. I want to check, not the bio, but the description of every video. And my Mido-Finance link has been there the whole time. This is where I stand, right? I got 34 total partners. Only 4 of them are active today. Structured turnover of 2,139. And that's, that is what it is. But, that's pretty much because I have not talked about this platform at all. I haven't even gotten past MFO. All right? I'm still on MF0. I'm still getting paid. So the rest of the rest of the lines turn over. On the second and third tiers is what I have to figure out how to increase. But I feel like as we start talking about it, and of course, people are going to start seeing me do withdrawals from the platform, and hopefully we'll get batch IDs and different stuff like that. Let me just see something really quickly here. I want to see. The, is it under cash flow? Yeah, okay, so transaction history is under cash flow. All right, you can check out all the earned, all transactions, your earnings, and your withdrawals. So as you can see, my earning, the deposit closed on the 19th of January. It's the 21st, all right? And I got an email, but I was still trying to work through Safari, and I was like, man, this is slow. I even tried to do a video, and because the video was choppy and all this, that slowed my whole computer down. I was just like, I'm not posting this. But now I figured it out. I think this is the efficient way to go. Sorry for this video being so long. I just think that it was about time we talked about it. If anybody's having issues like me, that they were, the computer was slowing down on Safari or something like that, Google Chrome has been great so far. And I even have access to the home page where you guys can see. It looks so good. It's looking really good. All right. Mido-Finance is still here. It's still cranking. And it ain't bull jive. It ain't bull jive me yet. And I waited on it for months. Matter of fact, it was probably waiting on me. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the share here. And remind everyone to put your 2FA on all the wallets that will allow you. All the platforms and all the wallets that will allow you, because crypto's the wild, wild west, y'all. If you ain't strapped, you're bound to get hacked. Ask me how I know. It's not very fun. I'm so glad we were able to get into Mido-Finance in some kind of efficient capacity, get this video out for you guys, and maybe it's something that you want to consider. I've had my link in the description the whole time, and as you can see, I upped my ante to just over $2,300. And we're going to be withdrawing from it daily now because we have chosen the right plan. I'm excited about it. Just want to start my morning off with that. It's been long enough since we talked about it. If you like this content, make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And if you want to be notified and updated about everything going on here at BOJ, make sure you hit the notification bell as well. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out.